If you're a seafood and maritime nut like me, you're on a mission to get the freshest seafood possible, to feel the mystery of the sea with every bite. Whether it's at a family crab shack hidden on the waterfront or whining and dining at the yacht club, savory memories await. If fortune smiles upon you with an invite to a Maryland crab feast, you've got a golden ticket to taste bud bliss. I've always believed the pinnacle of freshness is to skip the market and head straight for the dock. But I was wrong. There's something fresher, an experience richer and rarer, only sampled by the select few whose calling is in this ancient profession. In the crab capital of the world, you will pay a pretty penny for this luxury delicacy, and there's an etiquette to follow, which if ignored can cause great insult, or even worse for you, to not be welcomed back. At FVMISSPAULA, we're gonna push the boundaries of freshness and serve up the rules for those who don't know, and for those who need reminding. This is our attempt at the ultimate crustacean cracking crab steam experience. Wait a second. This isn't fine dining. This is blue crab. This is blue collar. To get the ultimate, you're gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to put in some work. Get to work! Waterman's work. This is the Waterman's Crab Boat Crab Steam with the 10 rules of a Maryland crab feast.
Well, the 10 rules of a crab feast been around since about 1975. The Crisfield Chamber of Commerce came up with these rules. Been around almost 50 years. They gotta be right.
It's mid-season, and the weight of the grind feels like you're dragging somebody clutching at your ankles as you walk.
Need some ibuprofen?
Everything's broken on me. I'm good. I'll be all right.
So Captain CJ decided it might be a fun treat after a hard day's work for the crew to sample the fruits of their labor.
What are you, waterproofing it?
Oh, it got a hole in there, and it got me all wet the other day. Coat's on there. See what happens. I got a hole in the back of them, the other side. I turned them around, put them on frontwards, and as soon as I did that, I got another hole in the back of them. I don't know where that one is, though. That's it right
Put
there.
it on, we'll throw some water on you and we'll find out.
Yeah, that's what I need. I want to get wet again. Take Mickey long. It's good for me to get wet, man. I was so sore Saturday, it wasn't funny.
Rule number 1. When buying crabs, always buy mediums when you're having guests. Buy larges for you and your wife. When you're by yourself and no one's within 500 feet, order the jumbos. Captain's choice, baby.
The plan is to steam up some crabs from crab pot to steam pot, moments after they're caught, for the freshest steamed crabs possible. But there's a twist. We're gonna do it on the roof of FVMISSPAULA while passing under the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Little chop down below. Little choppy. Every crab picking style is both right and wrong. Apron first, sides first, claws first, vinegar, mallets, knives. Just don't wear a bib.
The way I see it, we have 3 challenges to pull this off. First, CJ's crabs are usually sold out before he catches them, so we need to catch enough for the crew. Second, if it's a bad day, we'll probably have to scrap the idea for another time. And third, conditions have to be right. After all, safety third.
We're going to throw the cooker, the pot, and the propane tank up on the roof. The crates, you guys can sit on the crates.
Rule 3. Once you touch a crab, that crab is yours. Weigh in on my hand, light and heavy, putting them on and back. This ain't the carnival where they're guessing weight. Ain't happening. Use your eyes.
I would run inside here just a little bit, just so it's a little calmer. It's going to get just choppier as the day goes on, or? Probably. Usually south wind comes up during the day. The tide's coming in, I would think it would be better, but maybe it's worse. We have to wait for the tide to go out. So the bridge knocks it down, and kind of scares me from what's down below. I'm ready for the type of abuse we're about to take.
Rule number 4. With pizza, everybody gets the same amount of slices. With crabs, it's 3, 2, 1. Eat as many as you can. Heck with everybody else.
The boys get to work. 25 rows of underwater lines means 500 crab pots to shake, bait, and set. No time to think about steaming crabs now.
Rule number 5. You're being monitored. Don't pick your crab all the way out. Don't eat your claws. You won't be invited back.
The wind is spinning me around and it's not an easy venture right now.
The wind is blowing steady with gusts too dangerous for the drone. The chop breaks rhythm, causing unpredictability. My main camera fell in the cabin, as did I a few rows later. Today may not be the day.
Gotta get turned. Get it now, boy! Turn it today.
Rule number 6, don't you dare ask for someone to pick a crab for you. You're a newbie, we'll show you once. Cut yourself, keep eating, no tears. Now if you pick a nice meaty backfin, make sure you show everybody. Good stuff.
I'm coming to terms with the possibility the crab steam won't happen. There will be other chances, I say to myself. The frustration compounds, however. If you watch our Friday reports, you'll know about a terrible day we had. What you don't know is, we planned on having a catch-clean cook of various fish caught that day for everyone. We scrapped it, because we were beat. Everything broke. Nothing went right, and I lost a camera in the bay. Being 0 for 2, I'm trying to reconcile it is what it is all over again.
Rule number 7, you leave the table, you're everybody's slave. Get me another beer, clean these shells off, get some more newspaper. Until you sit down, you do what you're told.
I'm deeply invested with FVMISSPAULA and the guys. I spend so much time with them either on the boat or in spirit through sharing their stories. It's like your hometown team whose colors you bleed whether they're winning or losing. And I want them to win. I want a victory for the books. A day the crew can remember. A day which holds significance. That sticks out amongst the blur of days grinding it out. They've put in the work setting traps days ago. They put in the work fighting the wind and chop, harvesting their catch. They put in the work to earn a living. But will they also be able to taste the reward for their work? As for challenge 1, it looks like they caught the crabs. For challenge 2, it was a relatively trouble-free day. As for 3, well, that's up for the captain to decide.
You got a lighter? I hope. Yeah. Now I know you've seen some steamed crab videos. J.O., Old Bay, north, south, east, west, wherever. There we go. But I guarantee you've never seen a steamed crab video on a crab boat with the crabs that were just caught. We got about a 45-minute run home. We're gonna steam up some crabs, feed the crew. I won't feed them, but you know, eat some steamed crabs.
Rule number 8, crabs are just an appetizer. 3 hours of snacks before you fire up the grill. In the meantime, have some corn, tomatoes, shrimp, Hodzic chips and dip.
Captain CJ's method of steaming crabs is simple. Bring equal parts vinegar and water to a rolling boil. Add a layer of crabs, season with JO number 2, and repeat. Steam for 20 minutes or longer if you're steaming a large pot.
How many crabs you want in there? If you guys want to take some home when we're done, just fill the whole thing up. Or use up the JO. Grab them light. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are they gonna light? I'll be steaming up good crabs.
Squeezy, squeezy.
All right, that's what I thought. I don't want no good crab steaming. They're already sold.
I want to see how the captain seasons the crab. What's the proper amount of J?
protocol. You're supposed to get the water boiling first and then put the crabs in there. We'll be all right. He's got the burner good and hot. Probably be a little while though.
There's no day in there. Chris started while so clean up.
The crew kicks back while the crabs steam. Though conditions are still rough, the wind is from the south, and FVMISSPAULA is heading north, cruising with the following seas, even surfing a few waves. The boys are eager to dive into the crabs and are debating how much longer until they're ready. The aroma is unreal.
Rule number 9, the last man or woman standing at the table gets bragging rights. You guys all done yet? That was it? Respect.
The reservations are set. Table for 3 with a waterfront view of the Bay Bridge fading in the distance, with only the freshest crabs from the legendary Chesapeake Bay. Served on a table made from the cull box and eaten with the hands from which these crabs were sorted not 45 minutes ago.
What the heck are you guys doing? You should put some newspaper down.
Isn't that our buddy over there on the FB Southern Girl?
Oh, I'll be darned. That will put his face down. There's someone there. Come out. It's a happy life.
When HR asks what would incentivize you to work hard. Hey, somebody wants to go stick some lobsters in our pot. What's the middle too? To get a lunchtime view like this, not a dockside bar like this in town.
The joy in the moment is so uplifting. They spent all day battling waves and wind. What was an adversary now complements their enjoyment of a food already so distinct and unique. A food which directly connects their struggle to their reward, and a reward whose heights are elevated by the struggle. It's a moment I hope will last with them forever.
Rule number 10, you're invited to a crab feast because you're special. We love you. The crabs, whether they're light or not, always say, good mustard, heavy crabs, best crabs ever. Don't ever say, I just eat the claws, or you'll be shot.
The steamed crab on the boat tasted better, worse, or the same as a normal crab feast?
Obviously, they tasted a little bit better
I
just
think they
because
taste a little better.
that little bit of hard work coming straight out of the flavor really just brings it all together.
I thought they were a little better. I'll tell you what, definitely a treat.
I don't think you
I
can
was
get
happy.
fresher than that.
You can't get no fresher.
No,
Fresh.
not a chance. Not a chance.
Shake them out of the pot into the pot.
Right, one pot to another.
As for me, I took some crabs home for my family. They were fantastic. The day's events rocked through my mind just like the waves and wind, present in every bite of lump and claw meat. I had time to reflect. I connected with my food and the hard work Waterman put forth to bring seafood to all of us. As for you, we hope this experience brings you food for thought and thought for food.